What if your next paycheck came with zero federal taxes on your tips or overtime? What if you're over 65 and you suddenly got a $4,000 bonus deduction to slash your tax bill? Well, Trump's new tax bill could make it happen, and it's moving faster than anyone expected. Now, this isn't just about billionaires or corporations, it's about you, the server pulling the double shifts, the retiree counting pennies, the single mum working weekends just to stay ahead. So, for once, a tax bill is actually targeting the middle class and shaking up the system in ways that we haven't seen in decades. So, let me ask you, why is it that the people working the hardest often get taxed the heaviest? So, welcome to the Financial Freedom Network, the channel that makes you money, saves you money, and boosts your credit score. So, just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that affects your finances. I promise you'll appreciate it. So, buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So, here's the deal. President Trump and House Republicans just rolled out a massive tax and spending bill with something for almost everyone. At the core, well, it extends and expands the 2017 Trump tax cuts, which were set to expire this year. Now, if that happened, most Americans would see a tax hike, and this bill aims to stop that. So it increases the standard deduction by $1,000 for individuals and $2,000 for couples. That means more of your income stays untaxed, and it boosts the pass-through deduction for small business owners and gig workers from 20% to 23%. Now, these are meaningful changes, especially for freelancers, side hustlers, and everyday business owners who are just trying to make ends meet. But the populist shockwave? Well, tips and overtime would be completely tax free. So if you're a server, a bartender, a hairstylist, basically anyone who earns tips, you wouldn't pay federal income tax on that money anymore, as long as you make under $160,000 a year. And yes, the same goes for overtime pay. So that extra grind that you put in after hours would go right to your bank account with no federal income tax taken out. Not Social Security or Medicare, just federal income tax. The idea? Reward work and put more money in the pockets of people actually doing that work. Now, just before we continue, if this information is helping you think differently about your money, hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep bringing you updates that truly matter. Now, for the retirees watching, here's your headline. And wait for it, here it comes. A $4,000 senior deduction. Now, this is a bonus standard deduction for Americans aged 65 and up. While it doesn't eliminate taxes on Social Security like Trump once proposed, it could reduce your taxable income enough to lower your tax burden significantly. So it's especially helpful if you're living on fixed income like Social Security, pensions, or retirement funds. It phases out at higher income levels, so it's targeted right at middle and lower income seniors. Next up, bought a car? Well, if it's made in America, this bill lets you deduct up to $10,000 in loan interest. Now, this is a huge nod to US manufacturing and a clear incentive to keep your next vehicle purchase domestic. Another surprise in the bill? MAGA accounts. And this is really good, so listen carefully. Kids under 8 would receive $1,000 in a government-seeded account. Families could contribute up to $5,000 a year tax-free, with funds usable for education, home buying, or even starting a business. It's like a conservative twist on baby bonds. It's focused on entrepreneurship and personal responsibility. Now, of course, no bill is without drama. So it raises the SALT cap from $10,000 to $30,000 for people under $400,000 a year. It proposes a 5% tax on international money and transfers, and it hits big university endowments with a 21% tax. Plus, green energy incentives get scaled back, with credits for EVs and solar winding down in favor of old school manufacturing. So, what do you think? Are tax-free tips and a $4,000 senior bonus a real win? Do MAGA accounts offer a fresh approach to building generational wealth? So do me a favor, drop a comment below. We want to hear from you, and if you found value in this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to know what's happening to their wallet. This is the Financial Freedom Network saying goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.